Hello Gemini and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Gemini. We're looking at April to June 2025. What I've done is I've taken your yearly 2025 tarot reading, which I'll link below, and pulled out the relevant cards. 5 of Wands is April. Queen of Pentacles is May, and the 7 of Wands is June. It is going to be an action-orientated next 3 months. I mean, these cards as your overarching energy are kind of saying that. Overarching energies can be in any area of life. We're going to pull some additional messages by month, pull out any overarching messages that we get, as well as any individual ones, because a lot can happen in 1 month, let alone 3 in different areas of our life. So what do we have for our lovely Geminis? Thank you, angel spirits, guides. Message for Gemini starting with April. We've got the 2 of Wands. Two of Cups. High Priestess, like seeing that in your reading. We're always guided with the High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles, what do we have for Gemini? Thank you. 7 of Cups. The Tower. And we have the Empress. What do we have for Gemini? June. 7 of Wands for June. 10 of Wands. The Sun. Justice. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have for you. 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands can be linked with conflict or competition, competing for things. You could be competing for accolades. You could be competing for funding. You could be competing for clients if it's your own business. This can also be about competing for jobs. So however this manifests for you, it might well be that you're absolutely in it to win it in April time. And this is about being in it to win it. Similarly, if you're in competition, if you're in conflict with other people as well, you're fighting for what you believe is right. And likely not backing down. The 5 of Wands is, I'm absolutely in it to win it. I'm going to keep on going. And believing in yourself as well with that kind of energy. It's always a very good sign, you know, as your overarching energy, if you're competing for something or in conflict with something. This can be a very positive sign in terms of being in it to win it. It really is asking you also not to look at what anybody else is doing or not get distracted on that kind of, with that kind of perception or outlook as well, because this is really about keep on focusing on what you're doing and really don't get distracted from another person or people in this kind of energy. Just keep on focus on what you're doing. So if you're in a situation here where you have been going for something here, say for example competing for a job, which is the easiest example to give, it really is about believing in yourself and what you're doing and the actions that you're taking and not really looking at who you're up against. And that's really the focus that's needed in dealing with the 5 of Wands energy, because we can get a little bit distracted with this too. The 5 of Wands, it can also signal Gemini that there could well be some significant conflict, some argument, fallout, disagreement, where you're not feeling on the same page as another person or party. Now that could be with another person, a group of friends, could well be with a group of people, could be a work thing, could well be to do with a community thing, a neighborhood thing, a social thing. We sometimes ask ourselves, is it worth it? Is it worth the aggravation? Is it worth the drama? Sometimes there's a level of bitchiness with this. There can be jealousy with this. There can be lower vibrational actions taken and said, with this kind of energy as well. And you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? So you might come across that kind of scenario as well in April. And it's been brought to your attention as your overarching energy for a reason. Likely, we have a choice to make or a decision in our life. How do I move from here? What do I want in my life? What's important to me? Am I happy where I am, or is it time to step into the unknown? Some clear choices that might need to be made to do with this kind of scenario. So it might well be for some of you, you have some kind of clear choice, something that you're potentially fighting for, in conflict with others. There could be a choice presented to you as a result of that. It could represent some choice that you have if you're competing for something as well, or to compete for something. For others of you, it can be some kind of life choice that you might be making. Is it worth it? Is it worth being connected to this group of people or person that just constantly brings me drama, aggravation? There's always fallout, there's always arguments. Is it good in my life? Making some clear decisions and choices about your future. Two of Cups. Two of Cups can be my bond between two people. So for some of you, there could well be, again, this kind of energy that is affecting a relationship. It might well be a friendship is supporting you through this kind of period as well, helping you make choices and decisions too. For others of you, this can be to do with reconciliation after some kind of fallout. The additional message with the Two of Cups is also extremely positive for me as a reader when we're talking about business, for example, in terms of new partnerships being formed or the opportunity for a new partnership, to start a new partnership. It can represent, and there could well be also inner conflict of this if it's to do with new love, with the Two of Cups as well. Am I ready to take that step into the unknown with this person? This is also a lovely energy. In business, it can represent offers and invitations. So connecting to someone who you just click with. So lovely energy, the Two of Cups. But again, it's linked to, again, the choices that you're making or the steps that you're taking or deciding to take. And the High Priestess is guiding you. This is why I said I'm really pleased that the High Priestess came out with all of this, because whatever this situation is, Gemini, you're being guided every step of the way. Trusting your instinct will know best. Spirit is heavily guiding you. God, Spirit, the universe, angels. This is, you deep down you know, trust your instinct. We always know when we go against our instinct, it just feels wrong. So if you trust your instinct this month, in the choices that you make, the steps that you're taking here, you will not go wrong. This is the energy at play. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, Gemini, with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male or female, or the energy of the card. This is somebody who is stable, grounded, practically resourceful, quite methodical, patient. It might well be the energies that you need to adopt this month, in May. This is somebody who keeps both feet on the floor, is what I'm seeing for you here. Very positive in terms of health, healing, and abundance. So it can represent also somebody, male or female, in a general reading, somebody who is connected to bringing and being influential in bringing you health, healing, and abundance. Could be one of those areas, could be multiple of those areas. Like I said, a lot can happen in 1 month, let alone 3 in different areas of our life. So you might be connecting to a healer. You could be becoming a healer. You could be healing in terms of some health issue or supporting somebody. This is a sign of healing and recovery. This can also be financial recovery or financial success. The Queen of Pentacles holds the pentacle. So a very positive symbol in terms of this person may hold some kind of opportunity for you in terms of money, career, financial areas. Yeah, the additional message, Gemini, it might well be that you're making some lifestyle changes. Sometimes we're more healthy. We focus on our own health, our habits, our daily routine, what we eat, exercise. We take care of ourselves. We nurture ourselves. You might be focusing on that in May. This is a very good sign of that too. You might also be working with the earth. This is an earth sign. So you might be doing some kind of hobby or project to do with the earth, like gardening. Could be growing your own vegetables or fruits in some way. However that manifests for you, you could be building something. The energy here with the Queen of Pentacles, it's working with the earth energy, however that manifests for you. So very positive in terms of that way. You know, the queens are always a sign of success, of accomplishment, of capability, just like the kings. So certainly if you're using these energies, you might be becoming very capable in terms of what you're doing in working with the earth and connecting to the earth in some way. It also represents, Gemini, because again, it is your overarching energy, that being outdoors is going to be important for you in May, to stay grounded, to stay focused, to embrace the healing energy of Mother Earth. We do have that sense of Mother Earth right there with the Empress. The Empress can be a mother or a mother figure. It could well be that there are some practical choices to make with a mother. You know, the Tower can be change. It represents the tearing down of the old. Towers can be in any life area. They can be in property areas, family areas, relationship areas, money areas, health areas. Towers represent change, sometimes truth, revelation, an event that happens, someone's actions, or something happening that brings change can sometimes be sudden. So it might well be here that there are choices to make to do with a mother this month. Or a mother is supporting you make some kind of choices. Again, health, healing, and abundance. Even your surroundings in terms of where you live. It's the environment and that kind of energy. You can see the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress energy. These energies are in beautiful, lush environments. So there could well be some kind of environment change that you're connecting to and making as well this month. If you are looking at money here, Gemini, could carry on from the previous month, but not limited to that. If you are pursuing opportunities and options in terms of money, you have options. Spirit is indicating there are pathways to explore. They are available to you. Sometimes we have to go out in search of them, and you might be a little bit confused in terms of where your actions are leading, if anything is going to come off for you. Intuitively, you might feel how something might be going, but you just don't know. There's a level of confusion and lack of clarity with the Seven of Cups. The Tower is the energy of you might be dealing with some kind of change. So this can be change in your financial situation, for example. The Empress can represent here that sense of new abundance. Very positive in terms of the new money aspects of life, creating new money paths, creating new money opportunities. This represents new abundance. So if you are going through change and finances are a focus for you, and that's what you're dedicating your practical resources to, then you might be going through some kind of change and pursuing opportunities and options, but the Empress is telling you there is a new path available for you. Now, the additional meanings with the Empress energy, she can represent fertility, giving birth to new things. This is also a very positive sign in terms of pregnancy. You might be very creative in the month of May as well, applying your creativity in a practical way to bring growth. Like I said, it could even be working with the earth, but not limited to that. This can be very positive also in terms of pregnancy. New, renewed, next level love. This is the Empress energy. She is a major arcana. A strong sense of change happening here, but it can be bringing in new things for you. Whether it's pregnancy, whether it's to do with new love, next level love, renewed love. Very positive in terms of creating new things, but also very positive in terms of new abundant energy, in terms of money and prosperity. So certainly dare to dream in the month of May and be open to possibilities that might come your way. The key thing is, here, Gemini, in the month of May, the cautionary energy is to not get carried away with castles in the sky. Focus on what's feasible this month. Focus on the practical side of things. Don't get carried off on some kind of wild goose chase. This is about focus on staying grounded this month, because things can happen for you. New things can happen for you. The creation of new things can happen for you. But the cautionary energy in May is, again, both feet on the floor, stay grounded, and again, don't get carried off in terms of wild goose chases, castles in the sky, things that are unfeasible. This is about staying grounded and focusing on things that you can manifest, that you want to manifest, that are feasible and achievable. Don't make plans that are just never going to be achieved. This is absolutely about staying grounded, because there are new things to be created here. So these are the energies. Let's have a look at June. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can be about perseverance. We stand our ground and we continue to persevere. We continue to keep on keeping on. It's a strong sense of don't give up. We can sometimes feel a bit tired. We can sometimes feel a bit exhausted. We have quite a lot of action-orientated energies as your overarching energies for the next 3 months. But this is absolutely that energy of certainly keep on keeping on. You might feel in a scenario here, Gemini, that you'll be confronted with a situation where you just want to give up, where you want to kind of, something might be testing you or challenging you in some way. And it's at that point that you have to kind of remember your own power to overcome the thing that challenges you here, whether it's a person, people, a situation, an obstacle. This is absolutely, you have everything within you to overcome the challenge that you face and bring positive change. And what a month it is. It's karmic, and certainly an energy of karmic rewards for your perseverance and efforts. So whatever you are standing your ground for, you could also be defending someone else as well. You could also be standing up for somebody else who needs your help in the month of June, and the same energy would be applicable. This is somebody who is defending and protecting someone who they care about. You could be someone's rock as well in the month of June. But it ends. The efforts are rewarded. You get to liberate from the thing that has challenged you, and you get to liberate from a burden, an experience that may have built up over time, but you're finally free. You lighten the load, but you make it happen by not giving up, by keep on keeping on until you get to the end of this journey, this situation, this process, and the weight is lifted, is what I see for you. The Sun, the most positive card of the tarot deck. The Sun represents good news, celebration, joy, happiness, light after dark, abundance, success. Everything just feels so much better. So whatever has tested you here, Gemini, you get to lighten the load. Your effort and perseverance is rewarded, and the sun is coming out in an area of your life. This is light after dark, happiness after sadness, healing over health issues, victory over challenge. If you're waiting for some kind of answer, this will be a resounding yes this month. It can also be about the things in the picture. Children, pregnancy. It can be to do with pets as well. But there is a new day here, and everything feels, this is that sense of there is such happiness and joy. That sense of weight is lifted, and you feel that sense of relief and happiness and joy and that sense of contentment. These are just the energies here because you didn't give up. You kept on doing what you needed to do. The Justice is very positive in terms of decisions. And I feel this is likely a decision, getting light on a decision that brings the end of maybe an experience that you've been going through that has been testing, challenging, but this is the end of it. The Justice it can be to do with legal processes, government institutions, state, official. It's also very positive in terms of hearing about things like legalities and bureaucracy like trademarks or visa applications or, you understand what I'm saying, those kind of energies too, mortgage approvals. So the Justice is a just and fair decision that's in the light of truth that restores balance and harmony. It can be official, like I said. For others of you, it can be red tape, bureaucracy. But this is that sense of, right next to the sun, this is likely some kind of decision that's extremely positive for you and that completes and ends some kind of experience, testing process that you've been going through. There's always a reason why I say, here comes the sun or the sun shines on you, because it really is that in a reading. It's that sense of there is light after dark. And it really does permeate the reading. So this is a very powerful karmic reward from the universe. You deserve this decision for your efforts and persistence. And this is your rightful outcome. Is what I see for you here, Gemini. So let's pull some additional messages for you. What do we have as an Archangel Michael message for Gemini? Next 3 months. Number 24, prioritize self-care. You do so much for others, it's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. The overarching energy is a high energy. Certainly April and June in particular. So there is a need to prioritize self-care. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. But also decisions and choices. Make sure you put yourself first. We can sometimes not make decisions and choices or do what's right for us because we're sometimes influenced by other people. This is absolutely, you be true to you in the next 3 months. Sometimes when you over the next 3 months, checking back in with a reading, if you're ever needing some, it might well be the oracle messages in particular, might be messages that you need to hear, dealing with these kind of energies. Let's pull an energy message for Gemini. Thank you. What do we have for Gemini? Number 40, soul time. The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal. The soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So, connecting to your spiritual self. Certainly with the High Priestess being in your reading and some of these energies, you might be more aware of in terms of how Spirit is assisting you in the next 3 months too. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for Gemini? Thank you. Message for our lovely Geminis next 3 months. Yeah, we did say it, didn't we? We have fertility, number 37. Let all take root, seed and sprout. Let new life be all about. I'm going to finish off with a destiny message for you, Gemini. What do we have for Gemini for the next 3 months? Angel, spirits, guides, message for our lovely Geminis. Potential. We have Volcano at Rest. This card appears when you are ready to activate your potential and step into your strength. This is the time to activate those gifts that you've had on the back burner in your life. You have incredible untapped potential. This is the time to allow it to flow. An inner wellspring of power is emerging. You have a profound spiritual power that is deep within you. Do not doubt your great authority and capabilities. A dormant volcano might indicate that you have uncomfortable emotions that you are repressing or keeping inside, thus creating emotional stress and inner pressure. It can also mean that you are on the verge of a great expansion of energy and life force. So time to realize your potential, fertility energy, the birth of the new. That's what I have for you for the next 3 months, Gemini. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful April to June, and I will see you next time.